The other day I saw where I think it was either CNN or ABC, someone these top um, paper media on the internet was saying that nobody is showing us how to prepare for the end of time, which seems to be inevitable. Well, I know a lot about that. I've been studying this time almost, let me see, 50 years. I'm 58. Since a child, I hear my parents talking about it and I'm trying to grab it, understand it. And then I went on to college and then things started to open up a little more as I get more experience and knowledge and so forth. So over time, I know what needs to be done. Now, there not only I do, there are a lot of other people that do. But there are many, many millions of people who don't know. I would like to start a group that we could start preparing for the end of time. I mean, this is not a group that's going to call you away from duty and say, let us go into the mountains and wear white clothes and drink honey and milk and get ready for the Lord. No, we're going to be out here doing our job, but we're going to know how to prepare. Let me show you, for example. I left the United States, the mainland, to come to Puerto Rico. Now, my room was full of stuff. My girl had a lot of stuff. I had a lot of this and that. And I just came with two suitcases and a little bag or something like that. Of course, I brought my two computers. I gave away my printer. I gave away the paper I had for it. I gave away my big stapler, my big hole punch. I gave away my tools. I gave away everything. And, I didn't sweat it. In fact, we had storage, and my girl, she's saying that, we're paying all this month storage, maybe we should just let it go. While you might pay $2,400 for the year in storage, and your stuff is worth $1,000, it's not the nostalgia or the whatever else would want make you want to keep it. I had in there lawn care equipment. I had a weed eater. I had a lawnmower. I could have gotten work. Somebody might say, "Hey, I need this yard cut. I'm paying $50." I could have had a yard maybe every week. So that if I make $20 a week, 80, I got like $1,000 coming in. So, and then of course you never know what might happen. I had hand trucks. I had so many different things in there. So the people after they seized it, they said, "Man, we made some good money in there." There's another story about these storage people, but you have to come to the place where you have this house with everything. And you just gotta let it go because there's ways to end eventually. I used to tell people a long time ago, I will not retire. I will not retire. I'm gonna die on the job. And people were saying, "Oh, you're." I think something like this. I don't have a big saving, and I'm not sweating it. And some people are saying, "Oh, you're the kind of people that you use all that you have and want others people's things." I'm not the kind of guy. But sometimes I need a little help. I need a little loan, and I'll pay it back. So people say, "Oh no, no, no! You don't want to do now." I mean, I'm well qualified. I can. The FBI is preventing me from getting a good job. They're obstructing my ability to form relationships. They take away my children. They're trying to break up my home. I mean, what can I do? I'm surviving. But the point though is this: that now people are now seeing that retirement is just a joke. That money you was to get, some people have lost all that already. They get a lump sum, it's done. And it looks as if the whole system of helping out is going to be bust one day. So, folks, I don't know what's going to do for them, but for me, I know I'm going to work until I die, one. And secondly, when things come very crucial that there's no help nowhere except you maybe join the evil group, the Antichrist, and get smart release and all that stuff. I don't need to do that because my God already promised that my bread and water can be sure. And I've seen it in the Bible where evil people have been persecuting God's people, and He sent ravens to feed them. He guided them to the brook where there was running water, and angels protected them, and they had a peaceful sleep. In fact, in Jerusalem, it was predicted that, or it was a kind of admonition or a kind of wish or prayer. Hope that your day of desolation doesn't come during the winter. You can imagine during the winter, you don't have a house and you have to be out in the forest and all that. Well, it's going to happen. But God is going to protect His people. You don't have to have on nice clothes with big wool and all that stuff, nice shoes and stuff like that. God somehow is going to create a warmth around the person so that even though you're out in the snow and they see that you're lying maybe in their view naked out into the snow. I mean, I hope they don't call the mental health people, but you'd be okay as long as God is protecting you. You're going to be warm. You won't have hyperthermia. If they come and lie down next to you, they're going to die. But you'll be okay. So I have some experience and some knowledge in how to handle adversity. And the end time looks as if it's going to be ripe and pregnant and overwhelmingly, a destitute time. So what do you think? You think we should start talking about it? I know government and other people are going to infiltrate it and try to see if they could create problems or see what we're really thinking about. But it's not about overthrowing our government. It's not about anything clandestine. It's just simply dealing with what might be the inevitable. You have this whole house with all this wealth, like the Pilgrim's Progress. You put everything in a big truck and you say, I'm going to go to the hills with all this stuff. There's a traffic jam. Everybody out there, you got to leave the truck. You got to take, you had the car pulling in the back. So you go in the car and you put what could fit in the car. You go up the road, there's another jam. You got to leave the car. You take out the bicycle at the back. You put all kinds of stuff in it. You got to leave the bike because you're going up the hill now. And you're going through those small traces. You had some stuff on your back, your backpack and all that. You got to get rid of that. So eventually you end up just in a shorts, no shirt, barefoot, your glasses not with you and so on. So from all that wealth and that well comfortable home to just get into the promised land in just your shorts or your short pants, that is what folks have to adjust to, because I know a lot of people, I've started over so many times. I come to Puerto Rico, it's like starting over again. And I know before I die, I'm going to have to start over maybe 100 more times. And I'm not sweating it. Just don't get wrapped up in stuff. I mean, I wish I had nice Mercedes-Benz, nice life, maybe a jet, all that stuff. But you know what? I won't get wrapped up in it, because any day these things could go. I mean, look, there's so many millionaires. And guess what? They invest the money out. They don't have, petty cash, or they don't have liquidity. And they can't pay the bills, they can't pay the taxes and all that. They can't pay the loans. And they just declare bankrupt. They take all the stuff and they end up on the side of the road. So, you could be rich, make good decisions, business decisions. Well, let me say it's good, investments and all that stuff, but the economy shift up on the incoming, and so you don't have, working capital, and so, you know what I mean? Or some people smoke it up, or some people through illness, whatever. But come to the place where if you lose everything, you just be cool and just say, okay, let me start where I can, live on the street, do what I got to do, gradually come back, So tell me if you think we should start preparation for the end time movement.